MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell is holding another event similar to his cyber symposium. He's reached out to Jimmy Kimmel again, making a bizarre offer for his attendance, while Donald Trump fundraises off the back of Ivana's sudden departure and Matt Gaetz votes against alerts. Select all images with deleted Secret Service texts. Check, 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 verify.
Can you reset this again, please? It's not on, hold on a second. Let me do it. Here, you need to get on my.
If you want people to believe you're the biggest broadcast place ever with 4 million viewers, maybe figure out what's going on before you hit record. It is pouring MAGA tears. Mike Lindell tries for more Jimmy Kimmel, reminisces about jail. Donald Trump again proves the grift never ends. Plus the latest and stupid from Matt Gaetz, Lauren Boebert on Twitter, Marjorie Taylor Greene in the bunker. And yes, we check in with Mitch McConnell's secret house party and more. Low Rent Burnt Bulb tweeted, "Restricting the freedom of law-abiding Americans will never, ever make us safer." Naturally, I replied, "You have more arrests than Tupac and sent dozens to hospital from the rancid pork you decided not to refrigerate. This bikini car wash reject in window pane glasses is the furthest thing from a law-abiding American, and she's tweeting freedom while ending the freedoms of women." Just a quick update, the girls from The Shining are alive and at Trump's rally.
Thank you. I want that shirt. I want both of them. Take those shirts off and give them to me right now.
Of course Trump wants the shirts off someone's back. If Trump tried to fit his sack of misshaped bacon body into one of these face-covered shirts, I think it would turn into that Malkovich scene from Being John Malkovich when he goes inside.
Talking about Nevada?
That's what. That's it.
Clark County, you know, I spent, in my book, I spent some time in that jail.
Only Mike Lindell could hear someone bring up a totally random jail and be like, "Been there. Good times."
Yeah, I got a lot of stories I could tell you about Clark County Jail. Back then, it was very corrupt.
I love how the guy who was in there for being a criminal is trying to turn the tables on the jail.
But I hope that's changed.
You're an amazing example to a lot of people, Mike, and I appreciate that you've been so bold in letting people know about how you beat the greatest evil in the world, and that is drug addiction.
Honestly, if this is Mike sober, I would love to see him high. Matt Gaetz voted against the active shooter alert system because he thinks the government will just be bombarding your phone with messages. And the only people Matt wants bombarding his phone with messages are teens, Trump, and his dealer. Also, the reason an alert system even exists is because his own party is determined to arm every person in the country. Look at these figures. 217 Democrats for, 1 against, 43 Republicans for, and 168 against. Now imagine your only news source was the entertainment channel for Married Cousins. This is what you would have gobbled up. Wow. Simple Jack Lindell is holding another event similar to his cyber symposium and thanksathon because his dumpster fire is a trilogy, and they're reaching out to Jimmy Kimmel for an appearance.
I'll invite Jimmy, actually. I'm going to invite him. Jimmy, you're invited to this. You're absolutely invited. Zachary, you're not, because you don't get a second chance. This is too important to our country. I can't have you there being disruptive and doing the kinds of things you did at the cyber symposium. It's not going to happen.
But Jimmy is invited.
Besides that, Zachary, we don't want anybody wearing masks trying to disguise themselves.
Okay, so Zachary doesn't get a second chance, but Jimmy is invited. Remember, Mike tried to sell masks, and when they didn't, he went full anti-masker. If people had actually bought his MyPillow masks, he'd still be wearing them. He'd be wearing them in a pool. Guaranteed.
Disgusting. But anyway, this is going to be different. This is, we don't even know what the media, obviously it's going to be different. This is, we don't even know what the media,
Did Tom Selleck's slow cousin just say Bedia? Yes, he did.
Yeah, we're going to invite Jimmy Kimmel. You're invited. Jimmy will even I'll even pay for your plane ticket, Jimmy, in the hotel. How's that?
Wow.
Ooh, plane ticket in a hotel, because the cost of transportation and accommodation is what's stopping the guy who hosts the Oscars from swinging by the pillow manufacturer Gone Mad's high school play.
And your whole little entourage, if you need somebody to
Carry your bags.
carry your bags or keep safe distance from people. Maybe wear a mask even though you've been vaxxed. Stuff like that.
For a salesman, his pitches to Jimmy are nothing short of terrible.
Here's Jimmy Kimmel, blackface. Here's Jimmy Kimmel making fun of women. Disgusting stuff he used to do. He hasn't changed a bit. He just doesn't do it in public anymore.
Wow. I don't personally know Jimmy Kimmel, but I have a lot of friends that do, and he's just one of those guys who worked his way up from the bottom, started in radio, and he's super cool and generous. Something tells me Jimmy's not going to be appearing in Bargain Bin Burt Reynolds' trilogy. Alex here, still broadcasting from my Patriot bunker with Marjorie again. Good dude. I am privy to plenty of top secret, covert information from my sources globally, and some of it is not that easy to stomach. It's like war zone stuff, but nothing comes close to those hunks of glued together walnuts, those mashed road squirrel misshaped bacon hooves, Freddy Krueger skin hammered, spam can, ketchup dripping down a wall, sarlacc pit looking mortadella stumps. Not even close. What is the rule?
The socks stay on.
The socks stay on. Donald Trump wasted no time attaching his statement to a fundraising email blast. Must be awkward for Melania to get that in her inbox, and even more awkward for the wrong wife to show up in the photo here. It's been a while, but I think that's Tiffany's mom, Marla. You might want to change that. Defeated former President Donald Trump, Don Jr., and Ivanka got their depositions postponed in a New York civil investigation into their business dealings. I am terrifically sad about this. I'll be postponing my rally for a few days for the optics. So next Saturday, come watch me dance and talk unicorn wank, and be sure to send a lot of money. Send me money. A lot of money. Trump cheated on Ivana with Marla, then cheated on Marla with Melania, and then on Melania with Stormy Daniels. And again, this is the party of family values. New York City police are investigating whether Ivana Trump fell down the stairs, and since Ivana's passing, Epstein has been trending on Twitter. And I guess we have a new verb.
These guys are lying. They're saying this stuff because they're afraid. They're either afraid. I believe they're in fear, Brandon. I believe they're in fear. Oh, I could get put in jail. In these day and age, you know what? You can get put in jail, I guess, to not even be guilty like Tina Peters. So I guess I've been in a lot of jails. I don't care. I don't. I'm going to put it out. I'm no fear. I don't care. The truth has to get out. It is out.
And 100 points goes to the no fear guy who is scared of vaccines and wants to sue your toaster. I think this is a good time to mention I made these Let's Go Darwin mugs, and they've got my MAGA Tears logo on the other side, and I've added a The Socks Stay On mug by popular demand. If you want to support the show, I have these, some other mugs, and fun stickers, or you can now tip me with this PayPal QR code, the link in the description, or you can smash the super thanks button below. Thanks so much for watching. Back to the show.
Look what he did for us. I mean, come on, man. He's a businessman. He shows them people up. They don't know where they're at because he knows the ins and outs of business. He got all of our prices down, our taxes down, our gas down, our food down. The man's a dream.
The man's a dream. Oh, that is just hilarious. Suspenders and a camcorder. I wonder what color Crocs he's mixing into this hot mess. These people keep blowing their money on tacky Trump gear, traveling to rallies, and still believing the guy who couldn't make a casino profitable is a good businessman.
Been saying to everybody in the country for a year and a half, if I was a machine company, if I was Dominion or Smartmatic or ES&S or Diebold or Hart, any of these companies, and someone said, hey, we think there's a problem in there, I would open it up and say there's no problem. If someone said my pillows had rocks and knives in them, I'm going to use this one more time for an example. I wouldn't sit there and go, you don't get to see what's in there. I'm going to sue you for saying that. I would just say, I'd open up the pillow. I'd say, hey, guys, Inside is beautiful patented fill, and there's no rocks or knives. But they don't.
To be fair, Mike, you said it was patented fill. You would not admit what it is. You used fill, a generic term. Fill could be anything since you keep it a trade secret. There could be rocks and knives in there. We don't know.
Good evening, fellas. I hope you are prepared to blow off some steam and make some cream, because I've reviewed the encrypted guest list, and we have a short stack of hotcakes and a famous athlete in attendance.
Guys, this is going to be awesome. You know, my father has golfed with like Jack Nicklaus and John Daly, so it's probably going to be one of them. Old timers, no pressure. I like it.
I said an athlete, and you two are talking about a drinking game on a go-kart?
That's not a go-kart, it's a steak sandwich. Yeah, Mitch, please.
It is NFL football legend Herschel Walker.
Hattie, it's dead. Bad news, the party's been canceled, so I'm just gonna be working super late, and we'll see you back at home.
Can I get a bump?
Hello.
Kimberly, Kimmy, it's Don Jr. I need you to go in my bedroom, and I need you to get the Herschel Walker poster off the ceiling.
Okay.
I need you to bring it to the thing we're doing tonight that nobody knows about, okay? Bring the poster. It's going to be awesome. I promise. Big surprise. I love you.
Now, Don Jr., our secret party isn't that secret if you're getting autographs.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave it rolled up then, and I'll use it as a big straw, and I'll keep it all to myself. Now, you know, when I want to last, when I want to keep going and show her that I've got the goods, I think about sports. I do. So I'm wondering, you know, I got to ask Herschel what he thinks about when he wants to last.
I reckon he thinks about Chinese air.
That's not Chinese air. It's a steak sandwich.
Can I get a bump?
We are commanded to pray for our enemies. You can make all the fun of us you want, but if you don't get saved before Jesus comes back. MAGA tears. What's this channel? Is it liberal, Democrat, or what? Common people on both sides are so dumb. Everything you see in politics is a tether. MAGA tears. You are not funny, TC. MAGA tears. You, sir, will be the one standing there on Judgment Day trying to explain yourself and the things you said and did in this life. MAGA tears. Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by sharing this video or posting it on your social media. It'll cost you nothing and makes a huge difference for me. If you can afford to, please hit the super thanks button or tip me via PayPal, and be sure to check out my mugs and stickers that go great with those MAGA tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries. I've supported Jim Jefferies on 5 of his tours. I have 3 albums on Spotify and Apple Music. Be sure to check them out. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.